Welcome to our 2014 season's coverage of the FMSCI National Racing Championship. Roll clip.
The National Racing Championship, now in its 17th year, is the most prestigious racing event in India's motorsport calendar. Organized by the enthusiasts of the Madras Motorsports Club, the event has scaled new heights with each passing year. And this year is no different. It begins on a new high as the MMSC track has received new tech and various other enhancements. It also awaits the FIA's inspection for certification as a Grade 2 circuit, just one notch below the certification for Formula 1 racetracks.
The Madras Motor Racetrack has been undergoing a lot of upgradation going on for the last 2 years. We did a lot of the runoff areas and all that in the last year. This year we further improved the runoff areas. For example, we've extended the runoff at turn 12, which is the last corner, and we've put double layers of tires with tire belting on turn 1, turn 8 and turn 12. We are upgrading it and we shall finally be a Grade 2 circuit. These are on the circuit, that changes we've done. But apart from that, even on the control room, as you can see in my background, we've brought in the cameras all over the track.
Our next phase is to put up a new paddock and pit area, which is going to come up with a slight change. Work will start there by the end of the year. So I think all told, compound wall of 5 kilometers coming up. I mean, look, this is a club run by its members. Okay, all the members feel very passionate about it. It's not a commercial venture. Okay, if we all take pride here as the members. It's visibly now reached a level of ready to host international event.
The National Championship this year is running 5 categories: the Indian Junior Touring Cars, the Indian Touring Cars, the Formula 1300s and the MRF Formula 1600s. Also, additionally, there's a new category this year. It's called the Super Stock. We spoke to a few drivers and tuners who build these cars, and this is what they had to say.
Newer class which has been introduced this year in 2014. This class is called Super Stock. Basically, it's equivalent to next generation touring cars. So basically, whatever petrol engine cars up to 1.8 liter in the market is available can be raced as per the spec on the track. So I'm running with Honda City VTEC. It's a Type 2 model, and there's not much of mods here. Basically, the rule says you can go ahead with your LSDs, which comes inside the gearbox. Basically, a limited skid differential, and the exhaust is allowed. So the complete exhaust system is free, and the basic mods, as in the suspension and the strut bars and other aspects, have been allowed. Coming to the suspension, like, it's totally free, so you're allowed to do your ride height to your bump settings or whatever. And I'm running on a 13-inch wheel right now. Tires are totally free. Being a first round, like, I just want to give a try with the known tire which I'm used to, for the last couple of years together. So it's 13. And other mods, something like ECU is which is piggyback, which is allowed in this car. So other mods here inside the car, as you see, for the safety factor, the roll cage, the steerings, the speedo, what is more essential, your fire extinguisher, the ECU mounts. No lighting is allowed in this car. Your racing seat harness, the racing seat. Car lighting is not allowed, so we'll be running a little heavy. So tire management is more important in this category.
Yeah, this is basically an Indian Junior Touring Car Championship car. The things that are allowed to be modified in the car is basically engine is a standard engine, except for the exhaust. Engine is a bone stock as it comes out of the showroom. And basically what improvements are allowed is the suspension, which we can change the dampers for it to have a better handling and grip, and also better braking. And the other thing is all regarding the safety. We have a roll cage which is built to protect the driver, also give torsion stiffness to the car. We have seats and seat belts so that even in case of an accident he is well protected. So it's a beginner's car which is good for racing. and that's the reason we have about 27 cars on the grid today.
The first modification would be independent throttle body, that is one throttle per cylinder and a manifold to suit it. So this is the ITV header system, which is an exhaust system. Then the pistons are high compression and they are forged to take the load. And the connecting rods are high strength alloy steel to take very high RPM. You can't run more than 8,000 RPM on a standard con rod with these loads, because the compression ratio is also higher. So we've improved the breathing, we've improved the compression, and then it runs on 100 octane fuel so that to prevent detonation. And to transfer the power, we've got a closed ratio gearbox, and then everything else is pretty standard.
This is the Formula 1300. It's prepared by LGV, and it's 1300cc. It's got a Swift engine in it. It's called Formula Swift as well. These are 13-inch tires by MRF. Brakes are all stock brakes, and the suspension is all stock. It's a single-seater racing. And we have a gearbox of a stock gearbox with 5-speed, and we have the roll gauge safety equipment in Formula 1300, just brilliant. We still don't have anything to complain at all. It's got a roll box and we've got an ECM. And this thing, the higher grade of this thing was done into Formula F4, but I always liked Formula 3 because this car was much quicker, and it's quicker than the F4 which is run in the previous season. And otherwise everything is stock in this engine. With the gearbox is the main stock. Only could improve on this is if you can get slick tires with little wings, and that would make the car even more quicker.
So this is basically it's your 1600 Ford Durotech engine. It's completely naturally aspirated. There's a few motorsport parts here and there, but it's essentially your road engine, which is a homologated race car engine. We have a 4-point sub-belt harness, which keeps us right in our place. This is our steering, which I can show you. We have our red lights, that's our yellow and that's our red light, that's the ultimate limit. Our lap times, our oil pressures. And moving on, we got a 5-speed sequential gearbox. So that's when we're upshifting, you pull it back. When you're downshifting, you just push it downwards. That means that we use the clutch just to release from neutral to first. After that, we don't need to use the clutch. So it's like you just get off the throttle, pull it back, and you're gear up. As I said, this is India's premier single-seater category. We have slicks and wings, so these cars actually have downforce. Once again, we are not allowed to adjust anything in the wings because it's a one-make series. So every single driver is running the same front wing setup and the rear wing setup.
I'm standing at the start of the first race of the weekend, and the Indian Junior Touring cars are just returning from their first lap. Last year's champion Feroz Khan is expected to retain his title.
Feroz got off to a start worthy of the reigning champion, but it wasn't enough. He had a great battle with Dr. Sendil for the first 3 laps of the race, but the battle came to an abrupt end.
Start of the first race, Dr. Sendil was really close, and he was constantly on my bumper, so he was putting a lot of pressure onto me as well.
I was holding on very close to Feroz. In fact, I overtook Feroz in C4, and then I carried on very well, and then he overtook me again in the last corner before the bridge. Unfortunately, the 5th lap, the oil pump, the fuel pump tube got a linear cut, and I got to get out of the race.
After Dr. Sendil retired, it was a comfortable drive for Feroz, and he went on to take the first win of the season. There was a battle behind him as well, as Fahad Kutty fought his way to second place after third place finisher Ashish Ramaswamy gave the former champion a run for his money. The second race of the day saw the Indian touring cars in action, with young gun Arjun Narendran on pole position. Arjun had a great start and held on to the lead as the more experienced Ashish Ramaswamy and B. Vijay Kumar gave him a hard chase and many challenges. Vidyut Iyer moved his way up and after a fight got past Vijay Kumar with 3 laps to go. The first ever Super Stock category race, which were running in a combined grid with the ITC, saw Bala Vijay win ahead of Joel Joseph and Kashif Kapadia.
Yeah, I qualified on pole, so I started first. My start, I won't say it was great, but it was okay, and then Ashish was next to me, probably half a car length behind, and then I had a better exit and out of C1, and then both of us just pulled away, and then, yeah, then that's it. We didn't find anybody else at the rear.